Did we do well in long bonds? Absolutely exploded. I just put in the chat that twos versus 30s, twos 30s really flattened like crazy today. But good covers in S&Ps if you guys shorted here. I think we had, I might have signaled it twice this morning, but that second time was really good. Buy a few puts, covered pretty well, 28.75. I think as weak as today was, we're probably going to see some follow through. We're going to get this daily cycle to roll over here pretty soon also. That's not going to help the situation. So I'm back into this mode where we're probably going to retest 28.20, 28.25, or that 27.80 level. So any rally we get tonight, or I guess tonight I'd be a seller on the next push. So on the underside of 2900, or if that happens to be into the London session, if you guys are up for that, or some of you overseas. Never got to put any more Russell on. We just didn't get a big enough bounce. And I still have a one lot on that I'm long on the Dow, and I'm not in any hurry to buy that. I'll probably average in and put another lot long either at this low or at this low. So I'm just being patient on that. And that'll be part of my long risk on side of my portfolio, because I really only have UVXY on the short side, and then tiny Amazon and this small Dow long. So that's fine. We'll put that on lower, and then be more aggressive on the short side, which is also via had another big day in 30s. I had calls, I had futures. And I've kind of been noticing, like today was the first day I sold, or not the first day, but this was the second time I've kind of been willing to short ultras overnight. And just because, I mean, look how far we've come, guys. And I noticed it Friday, I noticed it today, CNBC, and the mainstream is being obsessed with this bond move now, which is, it's just, that's getting too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just too mainstream. I mean, we were down here calling the turn. Ultras were at 150, 152. Now we're 40 points higher into this old high. So I don't want to be a bear on bonds. It's just, there's opportunities like we were talking about last week before the auction, where you could just pick your spots to hedge, whether that's like a day trade shorting, or like I came out of my fives and I'm just going to carry these two shorts on ultras. And then I'm still, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to buy the dips and bonds. But going to try to work the short side of this ultra market and pick my spots there, so if we can make a little bit. So if ultras come back in, all right. So in 30s, I mean, I sold 63.10. I'll get back involved towards 62.20, 162.75. I rolled my calls up, so my delta isn't much shorter now. I think I had 62 and 63 strike calls. I came out of those and I rolled up into the 64 and 64.5. And I'm not even that, I'm kind of doubtful we'll get up there. So I've really lightened up on this long position. And then I'll get some of my ultras. I'll get half of this ultras back if we get back, a point lower. If we get back here towards 190, I'll cover. And by that time, I'd probably be adding back the 30s, so I think that's a pretty good balance. You shorted 190, Laurel, also? Okay. If we be patient on that, I'm sure. I mean, look at the media today. It must have covered, I mean, oh, stocks are down because of record low yields, and 30-year yields four basis points from an all-time low, which I don't even think that's accurate. I didn't really look at the yield chart, but if you look at long bonds, I mean, they've been much higher. If you look at the outright price, so I don't know. I mean, we've been as high as 177. I guess I could look at the yield chart. Here's that flattening of 230s. Really flattened hard today, but it was started doing that Friday. I mean, I don't see why it's not gonna. I don't know why it wouldn't continue to move towards zero. But yeah, all right. So call it. Yeah, that's right. 2099, 210. So good spot to hedge up. I'm happy with selling ultras kind of short for the first time uh, after a 40-point rally that we've absolutely nailed. What else? I think that covers it. Bonds. I already touched on equities. Euro. You had some good trading on cable today. Gilts. Gil. Gilts. I haven't looked at that market. Is that what, oh, Bunds? Never. Probably never. What was I gonna say about pound? Had this move down, covered. I reshorted up here, and I covered again. I did that with futures, another account. Euro was a little bit high earlier in the day, and then kind of chopped around sideways. We'll see. Maybe we get a shot to cover back below pi into tomorrow. That would be good. I think what did we do? I resold futures a little bit this morning, but I'm kind of being patient there on the dollar. I'm not quite sure that we're stuck in this little range here, waiting on China and probably the administration's next move. I think there's enough shorts kind of trapped down here. We might go to 113. William, you were trading the yen. Now, you guys, when you say dollar yen, sometimes I mean I've been trading the futures long, which would be short of dollar yen. So I get a little bit confused which way you guys are. You went long off of 105, right? Yeah, so you had a good day trade bounce. You could take contrarian longs down here in front of 105. But the big picture move, don't lose sight of this big picture break. If this could be the start of, if we get through 105, I mean, I think there's more going on here underneath the Asian economy, especially Japan, the banking system over there. There's obviously enough going on with Hong Kong. If you look at the dollar versus Hong Kong dollar, that's been pegged for a long, long time. But maybe this is something. Maybe this is finally the event that breaks it. Whether between China easing and I would imagine there's a lot of capital trying to get out. So I mean, they're going to be having to sell a lot. If that breaks, I mean, I'll let you guys know my thoughts on that. The risk off trade was, or how, weak risk on trade was with equities doing what they're doing. And then gold spiked to a new high. Didn't see a whole lot of follow through, but just another new high. I took a couple calls off. I don't think it'd be risk on. You mean if the peg breaks? I think it's going to cause more problems than anything. And the whole FX world would be completely jolted again. Jolted. All the retail guys would probably, whoever's trying to short this thing, I think back to the last couple pegs it broke, and the market didn't take it very good. Euro Swissy broke. There was one other one. I just think it throws more uncertainty in the mix if that goes, because then you're just going to have more concerns about capital flight. I think that would be the home run trade. It's kind of risky though, but to be long here, if that peg breaks, you're going to make a killing. You get paid. See, it's pegged on the downside here, and then it's pegged on the upside. 7.75 to 7.85 is what they kind of try to keep. This was a pretty good buying opportunity at Pi. Anyway. I was just going to highlight for people that are new in YouTube land. I whiteboarded some new ideas on an updated version of the site I'm going to be rolling out with some institutional. I don't know how long it's going to take me to build it, but for now, guys, actually, you know what? I think we've got this new funnel. It's kind of ready. Well, I'll put a link in this video and I throw it up on YouTube. But I came out, I'm rolling out the Pi Cycle trading secrets for people that are new. Pretty good price, and I'll have some info on that. If you guys are watching this and you want to join the live room, this is the way to get access to that. You click here. I got to update the tabs tonight. Keep getting tied up doing that. And then our trading services and products are here too. That's kind of mostly what I wanted to say. Did you guys make some money today? Spawn move was nice. We're putting a lot of $4,000 or $5,000 days together across several accounts. Some of your guys that are trading futures are putting up big numbers. Today was kind of the first day, though. I felt like pretty frothy in bonds. Let's see if I'm right on that. All right, Lori, welcome. Mike on cable? No, I mean, I'm core short because I still have this euro pound trade that's out of the money. So I'm leaning on cable every time it bounces. I've got puts, 123 strike puts, and then I sold into that rally today, covered a piece, but I'm still core short. I don't even know where I would reverse my opinion on sterling. It would just depend on how euro pound traded. Like if euro pound got below the 8, then I would maybe consider taking my cable short off. But that's going to be like a back and forth thing, you know. Like I really haven't added to any euro pound yet. Now. I just keep leaning on cable instead of trying to short euro pound. It's just cable's the easier trade right now. You know, so if I have $1,000 or $2,000 move against me here, I'm trying to make like 4 on short futures or the puts on. Trying to do like double or triple on sterling. And then we just got to be a little bit aware of the euro. If it's possible a cable goes sideways and then the euro takes off, and you'll have euro pound going even higher. That's why I haven't sold any more euro versus the dollar in case we do get to 113. So we'll see. No, what happened with Deutsche?